All right, shalom to the elect of Israel. First, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who taught us his truth. Salutes to Yakim teaching his word to the elect in truth and sincerity. All right, just come with another video. This one I'm going to be speaking about the MLTB. All right, just a real quick lesson. And yeah, man, because that time is approaching, man. And the more we speak about these things, the more we're seeing it. In real time. The Lord is shortening the days. Things are speeding up. All right. So let's get into this in Revelations 13 and 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right. Now we know that the mark there is a physical mark. All right. The word for mark in the Greek is charagma, which is a incision or cutting, etching in the flesh. And that's going to be done by way of the needle or the syringe, right? That they're going to use to implant that CHIP, the size of a grain of rice, all right? The radio frequency identification device, all right? This technology is out there. And this is what the scriptures is talking about, all right? That it would be placed in the right hand or in the foreheads. All right, that technology is out there. You got companies under Elon Musk, and other competing companies that are forwarding this technology. All right, and it's being more tested, more perfected. All right, and ultimately they're looking for the right time. All right, or even the right crisis, the right a point to when they can present this to the whole world, all right, as being the new way, the way forward, a solution to all the chaos, because they're going to bring chaos. That's why it says he causeth all, okay, and he's going to, that's the wicked elite, all right, that's the agenda, that's the plan that they got on the books from way back when, all right, from time ago. And he's gonna, they have plans and methods to make this manifest, all right, by ways of order out of chaos. All right, no coincidence that you're seeing all this chaos, coming to pass, throughout this whole year. All right, the year 2022, the year of Yahweh Shemir Ashai turning up, coined by our apostle. We've been seeing, a lot of chaos, unfolding. Okay, whether it's food factories being on fire, and being destroyed. We're seeing a lot of wildfires. We're seeing a lot of crops being destroyed. We've been seeing drought. We've been seeing, just airstrikes. So much things, man. Disasters, crisis. Floods, flash flooding. Been seeing, with the currencies, a lot of things, happening and changing with the currencies. A lot of things is happening, and a lot of destabilizing of the economy and in general. All right, and that's no coincidence, man. No coincidence that you're seeing a lot of protests, you're seeing a lot of uproars, and you're seeing prices rising, inflation, and the cost of living crisis, as they're speaking about. This is no coincidence, okay? Because the elites, they want chaos, they want unrest, okay? Because there's going to be a cry for solutions. There's going to be a cry for, a means to an end, a peace, which they're going to come through with that charagma, all right? The CHIP. Now it says, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, so all types of people. That's what I said. They're gonna present this to the whole world. Okay, the whole world, because it doesn't matter what position you are in society. It doesn't matter. You could be the richest of the rich or the poorest of the poor, and even all in between. You're gonna be offered. Well, it's gonna start off as that, but then it's gonna be mandatory. Okay, that's why it says he causes of all. It's gonna be required for all, wherever you are. They're gonna change up the whole blueprint. This is gonna be the new way. So that's how we know when this comes to pass, the elect are gonna have to be delivered. The Lord's gonna have to intervene because the elect are gonna be off grid. Those that refuse it, those that reject this, receiving this, what are they gonna do? They can't, it's gonna come to a point where we're gonna be off grid, okay? Because it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. So you're not gonna be able to go and pay for things, pay for products, whatever it is. You ain't gonna be able to just go up in a supermarket, get your things, swipe your card, or pay your cash. That's gonna be of the past. They're gonna end that, okay? Because there's gonna be no need. Everything's gonna be universal. It's gonna be centralized on this CHIP. Okay, we can see it there, man. It's clear. We can see it. All roads are leading to that. They're putting everything in place. Right? They've done all the groundworks. They've demonized the coins and the notes. They've demonized all of that. The criminality, the uncertainty, the untrackability of all these methods and all these things. There's a reason they're going cashless. There's a reason they're pushing for that. All right. There's a reason that they got this up and running in places like Sweden, in parts of Spain, in parts of Europe, America, all over the world. They've got, especially hubs, all right, like places where they're mainly using this technology and it's booming, all right. Opening doors, locking doors, paying for tickets, vending machine products, all these things. It's all being laid out, okay. Now, ultimately, it's going to fail. All right, now let's get this is Job 5:12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So ultimately, the Lord is going to cut short the elite NWO plan to seal their rulership and control over the whole world. All right, their government, they're governing over the masses of people by way of this new way that they're going to implement, man, the CHIP. But the Lord is going to, cut it short. All right, it's not going to work as smoothly as they planned. All right, because the scriptures speak about a grievous sword for those that receive it. They're going to have a grievous sword. Things ain't going to go all smoothly as they plan. Okay. Right, because they have this agenda. They got what they've been planning to do. All right, it's in the workings. It's in the books. All right, it's a crafty scheming plan that they got. Now people say try and discredit it, but they can't. It's coming to that point where the evidence is overwhelming. All right, it's being flooded in the news, and it's being you can't deny it, man, unless you're blinded. All right, the Lord doesn't want you to get it, and then that's fine. All right, but those that know. This is Revelation 14 and verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, all right, so his system, his NWO, his philosophies, people that are bow to that and they agree with that and they're following after that and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. All right, so if you receive that charagma, it says the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So there is consequences, all right, judgment, punishment. Okay, the Lord's wrath is going to be upon those that take it and agree. All right, it says which is poured out. All right, now ultimately those that received the charagma, the Lord gave them over to that anyway. All right, because the elect, they're not gonna take it. They're not gonna be deceived or get it and then take it out. There ain't gonna be no confusion with that. The Lord is going to shield them and protect the elect from receiving it. Okay, but those that do, they've been doomed. It says which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which is righteous anger. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. You see, so yeah, that fire, man, that's coming down, America's judgment with the nukes, ICBMs, the people on that land walking around, with that charagma in them, they're gonna be, burned alive, man. As when those missiles hit, and the elect are gonna be beamed up, and we watching all the judgment happening right on the earth. Okay, that heavenly view, bird's eye view, and ultimately in the time to come, the Lord is gonna protect the elect, because what does it say about the hour of temptation? All right, the elect ain't gonna have to worry about that, man. The elect are just gonna have to trust in the Lord and stand firm. This is Revelations 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Okay, so because the elect were doing the work of the Lord, they were trusting in the Lord and believing in the Lord, suffering for the Lord's name. All right, patiently waiting upon the Lord. The Lord said, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So when it's forced and it's made mandatory and the pressure's coming from all angles, okay, how are we going to eat? How are we going to drink? How are we going to live? What's our next move? What are we going to do? All these questions, when all these things start manifesting and start playing out in brothers' lives, all right, and the prophets are faced with this time, all right, that's going to be the hour of temptation. That is going to be, heavy temptations there, man. But we are gonna have the Lord intervene, man. All right, the Lord is gonna guide us. He's gonna shield us. All right, and give us that spirit, man. We're gonna reject that chip. We ain't gonna be. We're not gonna bow, man. The elect are not going to bow. All right, it's impossible. The Lord is going to protect them. Right, the Lord is going to give them provision, food, shelter, clothing, all of that. All right, but it's a time of trial. Okay, it says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see, so that time is going to be like the big exam, right? Whose faith, where your faith is going to be tested. All right, do you believe in the Lord, or do you believe in Esau, in the wicked, and do you follow after them? You're gonna have those, the number of our people. You're gonna have 2/3. You're gonna have the wicked of our people. They ain't gonna, trust in the Lord, man. They're gonna go and receive that, the Karag, man. They're gonna go bow to Esau. But you're gonna have those of our people that are gonna pass that test. They're gonna have faith in the Lord, and they're gonna be delivered. All right, they're gonna be rewarded, and they're gonna receive the kingdom. All right, it says, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown." All right, yeah, we got this truth. We have what we need. All right, the Lord has given us, all right, the faith and the belief. All right, and there's a reward at the end, man. All right, ultimately salvation is gonna come to those that stay faithful. All right, what does the scripture say about the time of trouble? How we're gonna eat. All right, what was that? Isaiah 65 and 13. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Right? Because this word has been going out. We've been warning. We've been saying this is going to come. We've been speaking about the martial law, the Jacob's trouble, and this hour of temptation, the CHIP coming. All right? And when it's at the door, when everyone's presented with it, all right, you're going to have those people that the Lord ain't with them, and they're going to just be in a worse situations. But then you're going to have the elect. They're going to be rejoicing. They're not going to be ashamed. They're going to have food and drink and shelter and clothing and comfort, right? And the blessings of the Lord. Them, their households, their little ones, their loved ones, those that the Lord has mercy on through the men of the Lord. All right? And we're going to hold this, all right? This truth that we got, we're going to hold fast to this, all right? By the Spirit of the Lord, Lord willing. All right. The Lord is the one that's going to put the spirit on the elect to overcome. All right. Now I'm going to close with Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay. So ultimately us having his word, that's going to, man, that's when, this truth is going to shine, man. When we're really going to see like this is, it's really going to show, you know, how valuable this is, that the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we got in the Lord, that the Lord's given us. Because when times start becoming unstable, we're gonna be stable, right? Because of this, right? And we fear the Lord, and not the wicked. All right. So yeah, that's it for this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Waharaka Kodash. That Karagma is coming, man. Soon. So have faith, man. Stay prayed up, and Lord willing, yeah, this was edifying, man. So with that, I'll end it there and say to the elect, Shalom.